Hello and welcome back. Today is Friday, March 29th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, hey, thank you. I appreciate you clicking on this video and watching this page. As always, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It makes me know you like the content. Hey, let me know down below what's your favorite bet in the sports equinox day of today. We have massive sports all day today. Sweet 16, men's and the women's side. NHL. MLB slate opening day weekend. Beautiful Cubbies 0-1, but hey, they'll bounce back. I hope Steele is doing good there. And we have NBA 13 game slate. Clippers, Magic, Pacers, Lakers rematch of the in-season tournament. Bulls, Nets, Suns, OKC. Just to name a few, and then to cap the night, we got the Wolves versus the Nuggets. It's a great day in the NBA. I'm excited for these matchups. As always, before we jump into today's plays of the day, we got to recap yesterday's action. 3. Yesterday in the NBA, there was only 2 games. I only had 1 play of the day. If you saw my Twitter down below at DeWiddler, you saw my post. We took Giannis over 29.5 points, and he cashed for us pretty easily there in the third. Honestly, the first half, he only had 10 points. I was not nervous at all. If you check my Twitter, I was not tilting at half. And then he just came out and dominated that third quarter. He was getting whatever he wanted. I think he had 26 points in that third quarter. Absolutely beautiful. Finished the game with 35 plus points. Game was close overall. I wanted to take Zion points, and he actually pulled through. But Giannis points was the only play on the card yesterday. Hey, 1-0 in the last one. I'll take it after these few days. Hey, winning day is a winning day, and I'm looking to build on this right now. I got my 4 best bets, and let's just jump into it with the first play of the day. One of the highest over-unders on the day. It's going to be in that Lakers-Pacers matchup. 243 over-under. Beautiful matchup. Probably a parlay game you can do at home, but I'm looking at one guy on the Lakers team. He was out last game, back in. Going with Anthony Davis. Over 25.5 points, coming at minus 130 on DraftKings. Let's dive into it. Hopefully AD is playing in this matchup. I know he's coming in questionable. Him and LeBron have been doing this. They're questionable every single day, so we really don't know which one's going to play or which one's not. Hey, LeBron could be out in this matchup, and AD could have a clear game here. Wouldn't be surprised, but I'm assuming LeBron is playing in this matchup. Both of them are playing, but Anthony Davis is who I'm targeting in this one. Plays a Pacers team that allows the 5th most points to the center position in the last 30 games. In the last 15 games, the Pacers allowed the most points to the center position. In the last 7 games, they're allowing the 2nd most points to the center position. Almost 30 points per game in the last 7. So AD has a beautiful matchup here. He's only gotten this over 2 of his last 5 games. Not the best, but he had 22, 23, and then he had 2 straight games of 30-plus points. So I feel good on this matchup with the matchup overall. He's gotten this over 2 of his last 3 games versus the Pacers. Most recent game, he had 36 points in that one, so love that. Averaging 30.7 points per game versus this Pacers team. So when they play, they feed AD inside. With these last 4 games overall, you could see the increase in volume after he has a down game. He has had like 16 field goal attempts in these last 4 games, so I love the volume overall. Versus Eastern Conference team this season, he's averaging 26.5 points per game, so he has a history of getting this over. With 2 days of rest, he's had a 60% hit rate on the season, so you gotta love that. Plays a high over-under game, 243. He has a few days off post that. I think he got a little injured in that Bucks-Pacers game, Bucks-Lakers game. But hey, if he had an extra few days off here, they need him because the Western Conference is a tight race, and they need every win. I think they'll lean heavy on AD here. I love his over 25.5 points. My second best bet here is going to be in the Bulls-Nets matchup here. I always got a Chicago Bulls play for you. Hey, Homer, I'm going to be watching this game, so I got to take a play on it. Going with DeMar DeRozan, over 24.5 points, coming in at minus 115 on FanDuel. Let's jump into it. DeMar has been the ultimate road warrior. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games, averaging 29.6 points per game. With 1 day of rest, he's gone over 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 24.6 points a game. 4 straight 27-plus point games. So when he's rested, he comes out firing. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games overall, averaging 25.2 points per game with 3 straight 27-plus points games. So gotta love that. DeMar, even if it's late in the game here, I think they're going to lean heavy on DeMar in this matchup. Slower pace game, so I think that equals more chances for DeMar to create off the dribble, doing that pick and roll action with Vooch all day. I don't have the confidence on picking Kobe White or Ayo Dosunmu. If I had to lean on one, I'd probably lean Ayo, but you never know with Kobe White. He is the ultimate flamethrower or not. DeMar's gotten this over 1 for his last 2 games versus the Brooklyn Nets, averaging 25.5 points per game. So he has a history of getting this over overall. Like I said, slower pace game here. I think this game is actually be a lot closer than what the spread. Well, the spread is close, but I think this game is going to be close up to the final minutes. And with the close game, I know the Bulls are going to lean heavy on DeMar DeRozan to get the over. I love DeMar's over 24.5 points. For my third best bet is going to be in that OKC Suns matchup here. Hey, probably my favorite game of the day. Cannot wait to watch it. I wish SGA was playing this matchup, but hey, beggars can't be choosers here. But I'm going with Kevin Durant here. I'm going with him over 23.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. The disrespect for Kevin Durant being back in OKC, and they're putting his point total at 23.5 points. I am baffled on that. The last 2 times he played in OKC, he had 33 and 35. He is balled out there. He has an 81% hit rate on the season with 1 day's rest. He's gone over 8 of his last 10 games with 1 day's rest, averaging 29.9 points per game. Love that. He's had steady volume these last 10 games. He's averaging 15 field goal attempts per game. You know he's going to have his attempts there. He has a 71% hit rate on the season on this over, averaging 27.6 points per game. Just the disrespect overall. The OKC Thunder are allowing the 6th most points to the power forward position in the last 15 games and in the last 7 games. So they have a history of bleeding points to the power forward position, and KD has been on fire these last few games. He's had 3 straight games with 25 plus points. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games overall, averaging 25 points per game. So I love that. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 4 games versus OKC in total, averaging 29 points per game. I think this could be a Kevin Durant game back in OKC. The fans will love him there, and we'll love him tonight. I love his over 23.5 points on DraftKings. For my 4th best bet is going to be in the battle of the Eastern Conference reign. Got the Wolves-Nuggets matchup here. Get your popcorn ready. This could be a great game, and big-time players equal big-time games. I'm going with Anthony Edwards here. Over 24.5 points coming in at minus 135 on ESPN Bet. Let's jump into it. And has gotten this over 6 of his last 10 games, averaging 26.6 points per game. Love that. He's gotten this over 5 for his last 6 games versus Denver, averaging 32.3 points. Most recent game, which was 10 days ago, he dropped 30 points in that one. The lowest scoring game in that span was 23 points, so he's right there every single time. Denver allows the 10th most points to the shooting guard position in the last 7 games. Last 30 games, they're more in the middle of the pack defending power forwards, but in the last 7, guarding shooting guards. In the last 7, though, they're allowing the 10th most points to the shooting guard position. Love that. Prime bounce back spot. He had 9 points against the Pistons the most recent game. That game was a blowout. They didn't need Ant. They will need Ant Edwards tonight. I know he's coming in questionable with the hand injury, but I'm not that worried overall. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games overall, averaging 28.8 points per game with a 69% hit rate on the road. Love that. With 1 day of rest as well, he's gotten this over 8 of the last 10 games, averaging 28.5 points per game. Ant is going to ball out. I know the hand could be a little worried, but he's had a few days off to rest it, so I feel good on that overall. I love his over 24.5 points on ESPN Bet. Those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. Please leave a like and subscribe down below. Let me know what's your best bet in all the sports today. It could be in every single one, and I will tail you guys. As always, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you guys get to sit back and relax and watch all these sports because it's going to be awesome today. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. I will see you in the next one.